What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Bitcoin is experiencing a red day. We got a rejection from areas of all-time high. We're going to take a look at the chart, see what's going on. I wanted to show you guys the CME futures gap yesterday. I mentioned it, but I forgot to show you guys, so we're going to take a look at that. And then we're just going to take a look at some altcoins, some interesting plays, maybe some high-risk short-term plays too, some meme coin plays that we are talking about in the Telegram group, the VIP Telegram group. But that's in Spanish, so you English speakers, although there is an English speaker in there, but it is in Spanish. But $20 a month might be of interest. Anyways, so without further ado, let's do this. And so, with 1 day to go for Halloween. Halloween's tomorrow, and it's also the end of October. How does the month look like it's gonna end? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that first, and then we'll go to the daily, because nothing really has changed too much. I mean, you didn't expect it to break all-time highs and stay at all-time highs. I didn't expect it this early, and I wouldn't expect it to break the all-time highs in the first attempt either. But this is how the month of October is looking like it's gonna end. Just above this line, way above this line, in between this area, between the previous all-time high, which is 69,179, and current all-time high, marked by this, around 73,400. Although the all-time high is slightly higher, you can see right here in March. We didn't get there, but we got really close. Okay, and I think eventually, very soon, we will be breaking it. Although, let's go back now to the daily. It might take a few tries. Okay, it might be that we kind of play around here for a few days before we break it, and we break it it's probably in November, unless we break it tomorrow. Okay, so I mean we have today or tomorrow. Right now we're having a red day. Probably people taking profits, doing whatever has to happen. Market makers liquidating shorts. You know, after 4 days up and just really strongly getting close to all-time high territories, we have a little pullback, which is normal, which is fine. Okay, can we go all the way back down to this triangle? It's possible. Let me show you why. CME futures gap right here, but it is on the hour, so I mean, you know, I give less strength to the lower time frames, although they do get closed. Okay, so this is between 68,000. We're looking at the CME futures gap on the hour chart. Okay, so that's time frame 68,080 to 77,700 and 730. Okay, it would have to drop all the way down, do that, fill that, and then come back up, which is possible, right? At the top of this line. How does this look like here? Let's look this up. Let's look this back in the day. So that's one thing, right? All right, basically back here, right? Boom, retest, and then come back. It's doable, and it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so if it does drop like that, don't lose your mind. It's just covering that, and then probably gonna turn around and go back up. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna say in the next couple of days we're gonna be trying to break this all-time high. If we can't, then I say we probably go back down to try to get some strength so that we can get some momentum, close the gap, and then try to break it up again if we're not able to do it in the next couple of days. Okay, see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe next week we break into it. We'll see. We'll take it day by day. I am extremely bullish, and on red days, like I mentioned yesterday, it's just opportunities. The DXY looking like it's consolidating 3 days in a row of red, and now nice big red candles. Let's see if it does lose this area. If it does, then I think we're going to start coming back down. Area of support 102.97, and this was maybe its final hurrah before it starts dropping, which would be fantastic as far as I see it, because we need that to happen. Okay, we need liquidity into the markets from the governments, which I think we're going to see. We'll probably see a rate cut, another rate cut this month. Is it this month, November? Yeah, I'm sorry, this coming up month in November. We're probably going to see another rate cut. Let's quickly just take a look at the Dow Jones. Okay, finally. Yeah, S&P 500. Everything looks really awesome, guys. It really does. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary. Little red day. Just if Bitcoin is having a red day, then everything else is having a red day. But again, go back and I tell you, opportunity. So aside from looking at Miggles, right, which is face rejection here at this line 23, but I mean maybe we drop a little bit more. But I think with so much strength right here, I think we're going to break through. Miggles is doing a lot of good stuff. Definitely, you guys should follow my my Twitter, because I do post a lot of information about this stuff at Fred Velez Crypto. Just interesting, like for example, a meme coin play on the Solana network. I'll see the videos, and I just post interesting stuff that I see. So definitely give a follow. It's free. You get some more information that way. Okay, so and from there you'll see things that I post regarding Megals. They're doing some cool stuff. They're doing some very cool stuff, and they're trying to bring utility to their token. They're trying to bring merchandise to their token. I just see it in the billions. So I mean, right now, before it starts exploding, getting above 0.023 and getting above 0.02928 and starting moving up, still just nibble. I mean, let's see if it drops down a little more. Ideally, you should have gotten in when I was telling you 0.015, 0.013, 0.012, even 0.016, 0.017, right? All of this area, but if not, then I guess this is the next best thing at facing rejection. Maybe it drops a little more. I don't know that we come back all the way down to 0.012. Stranger things have happened, but just the way the market is, these little red days, just honestly, just be nibbling. Position yourself. Toshi, I think after this drop, right after this drop, I think it's gonna start moving up. This wedge right here indicated that it was going to drop, right? The percentages were high, dropped way down here, and now it's moving back up. I think after that, it's going to start moving way up higher. Okay, it's going to move past this area now and create, and then just start going. Toshi's going to do really well. It's having a red day. I mean green day. So I mean, I'd wait. KeyCat obviously. Right now, testing this area right here, 0.0039, like support. We got rejected up here at 0.005. We didn't really touch it. We got just below it, 0.0049, but that's cool. This is a good area as any to buy, because eventually this thing's going to go higher. Same thing with Dog and Me, giving back some of the big move that it did yesterday, but it won't last forever, guys. It won't last forever. Apple, same thing. It touched 0.0010, 0.010. It's at 0.0108. All right, so. Right now, this area I think would be great. I don't know that we lose it. Maybe we do. If we do, just nibble, keep buying. Eventually, this thing is gonna turn around. Take a look at Soon. Soon is a gaming play, and it's showing some strength. It's still at a great buy area as far as I'm concerned. All right, because it's at 0.0072, and it's at like a 2 or 3 million market cap, something like that. Super tiny. It's a gaming play, and I think it's gonna do extremely well. I could see this going to $1 or $2. Okay. Sin is actually giving back a lot. Hopefully this is doing a double bottom, which would be a bullish indicator. A double bottom before eventually starts moving up. Fundamentally, it's very sound. The game looks good, and they are bringing a lot to the game. A lot of 3.0 to Sin. And so to buy it, if you're looking for something that still hasn't really moved yet, and it will for the bull run, this is one. If you're looking for something that's not a meme, but again, I would be focusing on memes. Now let's take a look at some even riskier plays. Here's one, Republican, day 2 of it. It pumped up a lot today, 900 million. It was at like 1 point something million. 2.5 volume, fully diluted. It was at like 1 or 2 million this morning, and now it's at less than the million, fully diluted. It's only 2 days old. 2.5 million volume. But this is just a play up until the elections. All right, this will get hot, and then maybe it'll just die. So I mean, something for like a short-term play. Ban that I mentioned. Okay, comedian with the banana and the thing over it, right? I'm sure you can see it right there. Okay, there you can see it. That's all it is, but it's only a few days old, and it's consolidating. It hasn't really pumped hard yet, and I think it will. 24.1 million market cap, 12.6 million in daily volume, liquidity 1.2 million. So that's I think that's a good one. I mentioned to you guys another one called ACT. This one, a lot less volume. 275,000 volume to 37.2 million, but I think this thing is going to continuously move up. It hasn't really moved up too much. You can see it hasn't really pumped hard, but I think eventually it will, and this one could do really well. Act 1, a meme coin play. But again, these are all more like maybe short-term plays. I wouldn't put too much on it. MSTR, and one more, and I've mentioned this one already. I think it's just testing this area of $1.30, $1.33 as support. So far, it's keeping it. Let's see if it does. But if it does keep this as support, then I can see it start moving up. It's basically closing in on new all-time highs. Okay, so it's going to be in price discovery soon. 20.9 million fully diluted market cap, and the volume 2.7 million, liquidity 1.4 million, MSTR 2100 on Ethereum. You should buy it on XT to avoid the Ethereum fees, which are expensive if you use Uniswap. Okay, and I think that is it, boys and girls. Let's go back. Yeah, let's go back. It's crazy that memes are the ones that are probably going to make the most amount of money, and memes is a sector that's going to kill it. And so, you know, act accordingly. Position yourselves in good meme coin projects. Okay, 71,932. Let's see how much we dropped. I don't know if we're gonna go fill that gap, but I think, again, first, I think we play around here for a little bit to try to break through. If not, then we are gonna get rejected, and maybe we do come back down, fill that gap, and then later on in November we start moving back up hard. Right? Get enough drop, fill the gap, and then boom, break on through. All right, that's my guess. Let's see what happens though. Guys, if you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and all this stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.